A lot of people have been having a hard time beating Wildfrost, and I asked myself, maybe an AI can do better. I attempted a run of Wildfrost where I asked ChatGPT to make decisions for me. I played the battles myself, but any decisions related to deck building or what paths I took, I asked ChatGPT for advice. Here's what happened. Alright, so here are my options for leaders. So ChatGPT, which one do you think I should take? Okay, so ChatGPT wants me to pick Croup-It. It says that Frenzy times 2 means it can attack twice per turn to deal 6 damage. I mean, it's technically twice per activation, but close enough. It's also right in recognizing 10 health is a decent amount for a leader. Overall, says Croup-It's stats are good. So yeah, I kind of have to agree this is a pretty solid leader. We're off to a strong start. Next up is Companion. So ChatGPT says we have a few options. And yeah, none of these are actually companions. I spoke too soon about strong start here. It says Frostfang blocks incoming attacks and deals damage back. Maybe means Bike. It says Yeti has high health, which I don't know which one it means here. And then Arctic Hare, which increases attack power. Okay, that one does sound like Lilgazi. Let's ask ChatGPT. Okay, yeah, it meant Lilgazi, totally. ChatGPT must just know that the pre-alpha name for Lilgazi was Arctic Hare, so we'll go with that one then. Lilgazi does actually have pretty good synergy with our leader, and you know what? Let's rename Lilgazi Arctic Hare. Perfect. Okay, there we go. All right, so yeah, first fight went easy enough, seems. I probably should have asked ChatGPT if we should be playing with the challenge spells on or not. Maybe if I try this again, I'll do that next time. But for now, it looks like we have to pick one of the 2 paths that we have available. Okay, so yeah, the path with Blinksnail Cave and Treasure absolutely lets us get wealth and items. That's literally what those 2 places do. If you're looking to level up quickly and gain experience, the Gnome Traveler. Yeah, ChatGPT, you must be thinking of some other game or something. There's no level up system in Wildfrost, unless you know something that I don't. Let's see, it's recommending we take the second path because it offers some opportunities for combat. Oh my. I don't know where that path has combat, that the other one doesn't, but I guess we'll just follow its advice. Alright, so for our treasure, we have either Snowcake, Moko Totem, or Shroomanator. So 2 out of the 3 of these are kind of dependent on applying some status effect that we can't apply yet. So this should be a pretty easy decision. Right, ChatGPT? Wow, okay, never mind. This is way off now. Snowcake restores 20 health and 10 counter. I'm not sure how you restore counter. Moko Totem increases attack and counter by 5, and Shroomanator deals 20 damage and lowers counter. Yeah, ChatGPT really seems to think that having a high counter is good when it's not. I would suggest choosing the Moko Totem. Okay, that's not great. At worst, it can take a couple of hits for us. Who knows, maybe we'll find some spice later in the run. Alright, for companions, Wallop, Demona, and Bonnie are the options. Remarkably close on Wallop's stats, actually. Only off by 1 health, and she does indeed have an ability that lets her do more damage. It's not named Bulldoze, but close enough. Also not too far off with Demona. The stats are way off, but she does increase how much damage an enemy takes, which is kind of like increasing an ally's attack. Kind of similar story with Bonnie, stats off, but like reducing damage and healing are similar veins. And it recommends Wallop. Yeah, I'm happy to take Wallop here. Okay, one last thing. We just got a new companion and we started with a crown. I want to ask if it thinks we should move the crown. Okay, so it thinks we should because it increases Lilgazi's counter stat, and that means enemies may attack him. Strange logic. Alright, so where should we move the crown to then? So it says we should put it on Croup-It, which we can't do, on Wallop, which we could, or on Demona, who we didn't take. So yeah, Wallop it is. Alright, yeah, having Wallop made this fight no problem at all. Thanks, ChatGPT. Okay, and then we'll have to once again choose between two paths. So the top path means we'll miss out on potential battles. And yeah, ChatGPT thinks we should go the path that has more battles apparently. Sure, why not? Our first choice is Snoffle, Tiny Tycho, or Jumbo. So most of this information is way off. It says Jumbo could be a good choice for a tank role, which makes sense, but it says it's because he can heal himself. But it suggests Snoffle, and honestly I think that's a good choice. It says it's because it's a defensive ally, and in a supportive way, I guess. But main thing is that he'll apply snow, so Wallop can do bonus damage. Okay, next up we have Fun Gun, Wart, and Pooty. Alright, none of these are bad options here. Oh, wow. Wait, so ChatGPT is saying Fun Gun has Spore Cloud. Like, no, he doesn't, but he is indeed defensive and deals with Shroom. Similarly, it knows Wart is more offensive and has poison. I mean, their names possibly help point to these things, but I'm still impressed. Wart does indeed deal damage over time to enemies. Pooty, okay, yeah, it has no clue what to do with Pooty, but it suggests Wart, and I'm down with that, yeah. Okay, we do now need to choose a companion to put on the reserve, or ChatGPT needs to choose a companion to put on the reserve. It's suggesting we go with Wallop, Snoffle, and Wart. Oh, poor little Gazi. First got its name wrong, then we took away its crown, and now it's having us bench him. Poor guy can't get a break. Alright, but next up we have a shop. Let's see how ChatGPT handles our money. Okay, so Frostbell prevents enemies from attacking. Close. Pinkberry juice restores health. Yeah. Spice stones are a crafting material that can be used to create certain cards or items. Wow. Okay, I knew the Wildfrost devs were adding more stuff to the game. I didn't know they snuck in a crafting system. That's phenomenal. And then Dragon Pepper does damage. Sure, why not? Okay, it thinks we should buy Frostbell. Great. And what about charms or the crown, though? If we have enough weapons and healing items and want to enhance our team, sure. It seems to think we get to choose which charm we get, but oh well. The crown can be a good investment if you have a specific card you rely on heavily in battles. Yeah, that part's completely true. The rest of it less so, but okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the Frostbell, and let's get a charm as well. Let's see. And okay, Chuckle Charm is really not going to be helpful, but we'll ask ChatGPT if we should put it on anything yet. Okay, you know what? It looks like I spoke too soon. The Chuckle Charm is a charm that has a random chance of causing enemies to laugh, which can prevent them from attacking for one turn. Maybe the in-game description is just wrong then. So that's a neat power to know it had. It says we should put it on a companion with low health or defense that is vulnerable to attacks. I guess that would be Snoffle. Alright, that should be good enough. On to the next fight. And it looks like we're up against Infernoco. You know what I should do? I will ask ChatGPT, with this being the first boss, for advice on how I should play this fight. And watch out for his Firestorm attack that deals a lot of damage. Try to avoid lighting up your companions in a way that makes them vulnerable. That kind of sums up a lot of the game, but sure, yeah, that's pretty good. Be prepared for his minions, solid advice there. And it wants us to use the Frost spell to freeze enemies and use the Chuckle Charms to make them laugh and miss their turns. We'll see how that goes. You know, I think I must be getting pretty unlucky. I don't think that the Chuckle Charm has caused the enemies to laugh yet. Unless they're laughing at how little it's doing for me. Otherwise, though, I think we're doing kind of okay. Mokototem can take hits for us, which is good. Frostbell is handy to have. Snowfall's knowing a lot, so we're really a very defensive team right now. So it's going all right. Okay, and that should just about do it, I think. Know them all. Infernoco's only doing 1 damage on an attack anyways right now. Oh yeah, perfect. We can finish this off with Sunrod here. And yeah. And you know, after beating the boss, we're gonna have to make another decision now of which bell are we going to choose first. So, ChatGPT. Okay, so at first it was just clueless what the bells did. It said it was hard to know without knowing what they do, and it said the Sun Bell of Hands might be good if I have companions that use hands, which, okay. So I then told it what the bells did, and it kind of gave very generalistic advice. And so it then told us that it suggests the Sun Bell of Fellowship to increase our companion limit, because it's good to have more options, and sure, okay, that works. Oh, that's true that this will mean we get to add Lil Gazi back to our team, unless it has us pick another units over Lil Gazi. But for now, let's figure out what path we take. So I tried asking if we should go for the Vanquish ending, and the Vanquished ending in Wildermyth. Wildermyth, huh? ChatGPT? Yeah, that's a completely different game. But, okay. So it just talks about that then. And, you know, I guess we'll try to see if we go for the Vanquish ending. Or we'll see if it even wants us to take the pieces of the Lumen Base. But we'll see where this goes, I guess. Which means we'll once again have to choose companions. And, oh, Yuki could be really good here. Because we have Snoffle. We didn't take Snowcake, but everything else we've been taking is very snow-related, so that would really stack up Yuki's power. Hopefully ChatGPT will realize this. Okay, so Bomb Bomb has high damage output and can stun enemies. And high health? Yeah, okay, sure. Snobble can knock back enemies, why not? Yuki can freeze enemies, do area of effect. Okay. So I'm going to try to see if I can nudge ChatGPT in the right direction. So I'm going to ask it, do any of these companions synergize well with Snoffle? No, none of these companions have particular synergies with Snoffle. Okay, fine. Maybe they synergize with another companion of ours. And no, none of them do. It wants us to pick Bomb Bomb, which I'm not against Bomb Bomb, but no, you know what? I did this challenge putting my faith in ChatGPT. We will continue doing that now, and we will take Bomb Bomb, and it will go well. Alright, and then having added Bomb Bomb now, we don't have any room anymore for Arctic Hare. Oh well, you know, let's take a treasure. So we will have the option of the Broken Vase here, or there's Blaze Tea, Shroomine, and Peppering. So, ChatGPT. And ChatGPT thinks Blaze Tea is what we should take because it's a good offensive item. I want to try to lead ChatGPT, ask it some about if it knows what the broken vase is for. Okay, so it's one of the 4 parts of the lumen vase, which can be assembled, and then it can be, traded with the collector Lumina for valuable rewards. Huh. I don't think in any of my runs I've ever met Lumina, or gotten more than 2 parts of the vase. I tried asking a couple more leading questions, and turns out, no, we don't need the lumen vase for any specific ending or anything in particular unless we're a completionist, so I guess we take Blaze Tea after all. And then we have a shop. Let's see what we have here. Okay, an interesting mix of things. Wow, so ChatGPT just says we're good. We have enough companions and items to finish the game. Okay then, that's a lot of confidence. It does recommend Snowbear Spirit if we do want to buy something because of its high damage output and synergy with Wallop, and that's kind of dead on. They both are related to snow, and it is a high damage item. Somehow it missed the synergy with Yuki, but okay. So I told it that we only have enough for 2 out of 3 of Snowbear Spirit, a Charm, and a Crown, and ChatGPT just really isn't a fan of crowns. It says it's a bit expensive, and it just wants us to save our money for future stuff, I guess. Okay, well, we'll get a charm at least. Hopefully this one's a bit better than the Chuckle Charm. Critical Charm, okay. That's interesting. So it says it's best for Heavy Swing or Multi-Hit Strike. I think Heavy Swing is from a different card game. So we'll tell it we don't have those cards. And so we might want to hold on to Critical Charm, apparently. So instead of a crown, we're getting a charm that we're saving until later so that hopefully we get a high damage card. And even then, there's a good chance we won't even be able to equip Critical Charm to it because it has to have some effect to double. But okay, great. Well, we'll see how this fight goes. Okay, and I think sure enough, things got rather hairy during the fight. But yeah, I think we should have this. So closer than it possibly could have been, but ChatGPT has gotten us through so far. On to the next decision. And okay, so the second path would mean we have to get rid of cards, or don't have to, but we can get rid of cards. So I'd be kind of afraid of if ChatGPT wants us to take that path, what it would have us get rid of. Okay, so apparently the charm path has a higher chance of encountering bling, and the gnome traveler offers it as a reward. Well, that's nice. I thought he just gave junk. We only have 132 bling, so we might need more. Let's ask if that's a lot of bling. So it depends on what game we're playing. Okay, well, it did think we were playing Wildermyth earlier, so let's clarify in Wildfrost. So in Wildfrost, it's a decent amount, not a lot. Okay, in that case, we probably want to go the first path then. Berry Basket, Pepper Flag, and Bite Box. ChatGPT says Berry Basket gives health, Pepper Flag increases your redraw bell counter by -1, and Bite Box gives card draw. I think telling it about the bells confused it some, but it's suggesting we take Berry Basket, so okay. And now we get a charm. Hopefully this one does something, and ChatGPT wants us to equip it. And it is Strawberry Charm. Okay, this is an interesting one. So it says it's best on a card that already has healing, and it's suggesting we put it on cards that we don't have because they don't exist. In fact, I think the only card I can put it on is Blaze Tea because it has to go on a consumable card. So ChatGPT, surely that's okay. Oh, and never mind. It would not be useful to put the charm on that card because the effect only applies to cards with a berry tag. Great. Thanks, ChatGPT. I've now gotten 2 charms that we are waiting to use, hoping we find cards that do not exist in the game. And now it's time for the Gnome Traveler. So let's see what ChatGPT thinks is worth it here. So it thinks all of the items can be helpful, but only Frost Bloom and Noomlin Biscuit are worth getting the junk for. So, okay. So things have been a bit tough this fight. There's a Bigfoot that has teeth. So we're going to see how this goes. Who can say if what got me here is the AI's poor decision making or my poor piloting? But we can at least take out this guy. And the issue here now is if I have Crippet on the bottom, she'll just die to Bigfoot's teeth. So we kind of just have to hope Woolly Direct doesn't hit Crippet here to have any shot at this, I think. Yeah, nothing good in my discard. So, okay. Oh, but he ate the guy with teeth anyway, so that's gonna end it here. Let me know if you enjoyed this and want me to give it another shot. Maybe next time I will ask ChatGPT if I should use the challenge bells or not. Maybe that'll make things easier. But thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more Wildfrost content, and good night.